What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. If you're not new here, thank you. If you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. I got new content coming every week. I already got it lined up for this week, so you won't want to miss it. Yes, this is all my opinion, and tell a friend to subscribe as well. I do like to give my opinion on a lot of things I always have, and so I love the podcast portion that I'm doing with all this, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. So let's get into today's segment. Is Patrick Mahomes MVP material for 2020 season? I say yes. This is because I see all the statistics and I look back from last year. Is he better than last year? No, definitely not. Is he still good? Definitely yes. However, he's competing with some of the great quarterbacks right now. So the quarterback rankings from Sporting News, as of the other day, this is right before Week 11 games started going on. So you got to think about, he's competing with veteran quarterbacks, with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, now granted, I guess in a way he's a veteran too. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is coming in at second according to Sporting News, but they have Patrick Mahomes at number one right now. His passer rating, they had this before the game, was 115.9. Mahomes has only thrown one interception, but he threw for another one last night, and I'll get to that in a minute, last night's game in a minute, while operating at a higher level than his 2018 MVP campaign. He's a new front runner, to get the award again. He's picking up his team as he goes through a little running and defensive slump. Yeah, I mean, every good player is going to have their ups and downs. But after what he did last season, I feel like he deserves it this season. I really see his stats and what he has done this season. And I think it's been a crazy 2020 anyway, and a crazy 20 season, and what we didn't think we were going to get. So is he worthy of getting this MVP this year? Yeah, I feel like he is. So he's already played 10 games so far, 374 attempts, 254 completions, 3,035 yards. He's averaging 8.1, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions this year. So his quarterback rating right now is 114.3 according to NFL.com. But last year, let's compare his stats from last year. He played 14 games last year, had 484 yards, 319 completions, 4,031 yards. Will he make that yardage again this year? Probably not, with there only being a few games left. But we don't know for sure. He could complete that, but I don't see it likely. But he's already passed his touchdown from last year. He had 26. This year, he's already got 27. And he had 5 interceptions last year. Will he get more interceptions? I hope not. But he cannot lose another game if he wants this MVP award. I think that he's really fighting for another Super Bowl ring back-to-back, and I think he's going to get to that point where he's going to be more dominant in the playoffs than he is during the regular season. I mean, he's dominant now, but I think he's going to increase his level of dominance in the playoffs, and that cannot be overlooked. So, I mean, is he material enough to make it? Yeah, I think he is. Now, let's jump into last night's game. So last night, it was rocky for them. It kept going back and forth pretty much. So, and Chiefs won it at the very end, I believe, with a touchdown. So the Raiders are 6-4, but for some reason, the Chiefs have had the difficult time of beating them or, playing against them, I'm going to say. They already lost one game earlier on against the Raiders, and Patrick Mahomes has stated, I believe, that he wasn't going to allow that to happen again 2 times. So he didn't. However, it was a very difficult game for the Chiefs, and I feel like they need to step up their game for next week. I can't remember who they play next week. But other than that, he was 34 out of 45 for attempts and completions. He had 348 yards, He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. So, yeah, that's really... He had 1 interception last night against the Raiders. Now, I'm not saying the Raiders are absolutely horrible. They do have a little potential, but the Chiefs are should be way better than the Raiders on top of that. But Patrick Mahomes really did play well. Now, he also had 4 carries for 16 yards, and his average was about 4. So, I mean, you just have to think about and look through all of the stats that he's had this year. He's not done yet, and I think that's what people need to realize too. He's not done. He's going to keep gaining these yards, and he's going to keep gaining these touchdowns. And maybe if he has no more interceptions, he should be the top runner for MVP, and I think he will get there on that. Will he win it? I say there's about an 85 to 90% chance that he will win the MVP this year. But if he wins the Super Bowl, that should definitely put him over the edge to winning the MVP award. But that is my opinion. But looking at all of his stats, I feel like, yes, he's the overall better candidate. And I'm not saying anything about Aaron Rodgers not being a good candidate. He's really good. I feel like he's better now than he was even last year. Russell Wilson's on there. Josh Allen. There's some very talented quarterbacks on this list. And for Patrick Mahomes to be competing with them, it's insane. Like, these are the top 5. Kyler Murray's coming in at number 5, by the way. So he's competing with some of the top quarterbacks in the league right now. And I think Patrick Mahomes should be pretty close of winning that. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is pretty close in there too for his passer rating right now. He was at 116.4. I don't know what it is right now after the game, but all I know is that he's competing with so much talent. I mean, Mahomes is, but he's so talented as well. So it's really hard to say, but I think Mahomes should actually win it. What do you guys think? Comment down below in the comment section, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. See ya.